There's a softness in the darkness where the truth begins to arise. A quiet aching presence you can't hide behind your eyes. Your memory drifts like footsteps in a long forgotten park. A whisper left unspoken, still echoing in the dark. Some feelings stay in silence, afraid to leave a mark, but they linger all the same, unsaid in the dark, unsaid in the dark. The words we couldn't find, a ghost between the shadows, still tangled in my mind. I breathe the quiet slowly, the secrets lose their spark, but something still remains, unsaid in the dark. The night reveals the outline of the things we couldn't be, a tender kind of distance between you and me. I walk the road of memories where truth and longing meet, a place that feels forgotten yet strangely incomplete. Maybe we were fragile, afraid to fall apart, so we kept our voices hidden, unsaid in the dark, unsaid in the dark. The words we couldn't find, a ghost between the shadows, still tangled in my mind. I breathe the quiet slowly, the secrets lose their spark, but something still remains, unsaid in the dark. If silence had a meaning, if shadows had a voice, would anything be different? Would we make another choice? Unsaid in the dark, but felt in every way, a quiet truth that lingers long after night and day. I step into the shadows, yet carry every part of what we left unspoken, unsaid in the dark. The night moves like a memory, slow against my skin. I trace the quiet moments where everything grew thin. Your heartbeat once felt certain, a rhythm soft and bright, but somewhere in the silence is where we lost the light. I walk between the shadows, through echoes of our past. Some things fade so gently, some were meant to last. Where we lost the light is where I find you still, a whisper in the distance, a softness I can't kill. I breathe the dark around me, try letting go tonight. Silence held us tighter until the moment broke. Where we lost the light is where I find you still. A whisper in the distance, a softness I can't kill. I breathe the dark around me, try letting go tonight. But part of me still lingers where we lost the light. Maybe in the morning the shadows fade away, but some of what we carry was never meant to stay. Where we lost the light, I stand alone once more. The glow of what we once were still resting on the floor. I move into the darkness, though nothing feels quite right. A part of me forever, where we lost the light. Beneath the quiet moonlight, the city holds its breath. I walk along the edges of what we had left. Your shadow moves beside me, presence calm and true. A gentle fading outline of nights I spent with you. Some memories feel louder when everything is still. They rise without a warning, pull I can't distill. Echoes beneath the moon, whispering your name. A trace of something tender that time could never tame. I breathe the night so slowly, let feelings drift in tune. Still hearing what we were, in echoes beneath the moon. The silence holds your warmth in ways I can't explain. A soft unspoken comfort that lingers like the rain. I try to walk beyond it, but footsteps lead me back to moments filled with longing and words we seem to lack. The truth becomes unwoven in the quiet of the night, revealing hidden pieces in silver shades of light. Echoes beneath the moon, whispering your name. A trace of something tender that time could never tame. I breathe the night so slowly, let feelings drift in tune. Still hearing what we were, in echoes beneath the moon. Maybe I'm still learning to let the shadows fade, but some emotions deepen in the dark the night has made. Echoes beneath the moon. by the midnight air. I feel you close again. A shadow in the stillness, a soft and fleeting flame. I breathe the darkness slowly, let go of every care, while pieces of my heart are held by the midnight air. The streetlights glow like secrets the city never tells. I walk between the echoes where all our moments fell. The quiet brings a comfort I never meant to find, a tether to the longing you left inside my mind. The truth becomes unending when nothing's left to spare. It rises through the silence, held by the midnight air. Held by the midnight air. I feel you close again. A shadow in the stillness, a soft and fleeting flame. I breathe the darkness slowly, let go of every care, while pieces of my heart are held by the midnight air. Maybe I'm still learning to stand where shadows fall. Maybe night reveals the things I couldn't face at all. Held by the midnight air, I let the moment stay, a gentle kind of haunting that slowly fades away. But even as I'm leaving, I feel you linger there, a memory still breathing, held by the midnight air. And I remember softly the things I tried to hide, a quiet kind of trembling still living deep inside. Your voice becomes a shadow, a whisper drifting near, a fragment of a moment I never meant to fear. Even when I'm certain the time has helped me heal, the darkness knows the pieces I still don't want to feel. What the night remembers comes rising through the air, a trace of who we were, still hanging everywhere. I breathe the silence slowly, accept the truth it bears, holding what remains of what footsteps of the love I used to know. Some echoes don't grow distant, they circle back again. A memory unbroken, a gentle lingering state. And though I try to leave it, the past won't disappear. It rises in the stillness, so quiet yet so clear. What the night remembers comes rising through the air, a trace of who we were, still hanging everywhere. I breathe the silence slowly, accept the truth it bears, holding what remains of what the night remembers. Maybe these reflections are dreams I failed to keep. Maybe the night protects them where daylight falls asleep. What the night remembers still touches where I ache, a tenderness unspoken, no dawn can ever break. I walk into the darkness, let shadows take their share, still bound in quiet longing for what the night remembers. In the quiet after midnight, where the world forgets to speak, I feel the weight of moments that return a little weak. Your memory drifts around me, a shadow soft and slow, a whisper left unspoken in places only we would know. Some feelings stay unbroken, no matter how they fade. They settle in the darkness, in echoes we once made. Left in the night's echo, your voice still calls to me, a faint familiar trembling of what we used to be. I breathe the stillness gently, let old emotions flow, still finding pieces of you, left in the night's echo. Streetlights paint the silence in a soft forgiving hue. I walk the fading outlines of the things I felt with you. Each corner holds a memory, a truth I never claimed, a fragment of a longing I couldn't quite explain. I try to step beyond it, but shadows never go. They linger in the quiet, left in the night's echo, left in the night's echo. Your voice still calls to me, a faint familiar tremor rest. But night reveals the stories I've never once confessed. Left in the night's echo, where truth and longing meet. The quiet it keeps your presence soft underneath my feet. I walk into the darkness, though part of me won't go. Still hearing traces of us, left in the night's echo. There's a calm beneath the darkness, a place I fall into, a quiet filled with shadows that somehow lead to you. Your name becomes a whisper in the corners of my mind, a trace I never meant to chase, yet always seem to find. Some moments stay unbroken, no matter what we do. They linger in the silence, where the silence holds you. Where the silence holds you, I still feel you near. A soft and fading memory I never meant to fear. I breathe the night so slowly, the truth comes shining through. I'm pulled into the quiet, where the silence holds you. The city hums its secrets in melodies of rain. I follow distant echoes of things I can't explain. Your warmth remains a shadow, a glow I can't undo, a gentle kind of haunting that only comes from you. I try to leave it slowly, but part of me breaks through, returning to the quiet, where the silence holds you. Where the silence holds you, I still feel you near. A soft and fading memory I never meant to feel. I breathe the night so slowly, the truth comes shining through. I'm pulled into the quiet, where the silence holds you. Maybe this is longing, maybe this is peace, a stillness in the darkness, where all the echoes cease. Where the silence holds you, I linger just a while, a tender fleeting memory wrapped in your fragile smile. I step into tomorrow, but part of me stays true. feels distant lately, as if it lost its light. I drift between the shadows, falling through the night, falling through the night, where echoes pull me near. A trace of you still lingers, unbroken by the years. I breathe the hush around me, let silence hold me tight, still losing parts of me, falling through the night. The moon lays down a silver, a map of who we were. I follow fading outlines where memory starts to blur. Your voice becomes a whisper that trembles in my chest, a fragment of a story that never came to rest. Some truths remain unspoken, too fragile for the light. They surface only softly, falling through the night, falling through the night, where echoes pull me near. A trace of you still lingers, unbroken by the years. I breathe the hush around me, let silence hold me tight, still losing parts of me, falling through the night. Maybe the dark remembers what daylight soon forgets, the pieces we abandoned, the quietest regrets. Falling through the night, I feel you fade and stay, a paradox of longing that won't be swept away.